It just got a whole lot easier to sail to and from Cuba. Crossing the Florida Straits just became a two-way seaway after Havana lifted a Cold War-era ban. It's an especially welcome announcement for Carnival Cruise Lines, which had been in the middle of turbulent diplomatic waters. CCTV's Nitza Soledad Perez explains.
All Cubans and Cuban Americans can now enter and leave Cuba by sea. The decision by the Cuban government to lift a controversial ban comes after the XL community accused Carnival of discrimination by denying Cuban-born travelers the possibility of traveling on a U.S. cruise ship next month, the first to the island in more than 50 years.
We're just glad we were able to manage through it, and we have the outcome everyone wants, which is for people to be free to go to Cuba and back.
Carnival had said it had little choice but to comply with the Cuban ban. The Cuban law did not allow Cuban-born individuals living elsewhere to travel to the island by commercial vessel. Carnival had faced a backlash from the XL community. Two lawsuits were filed in federal court in Miami by Cuban-born Americans who attempted to book a cruise but were denied tickets. Carnival is headquartered in Miami. The XL community is happy the law has been rescinded. Now that the deck has been cleared, Carnival can avoid a public relations backlash. The first voyage in May will be the first U.S. cruise boat to visit Cuba after the decision to restore diplomatic relations. Cuban Americans say it's a step in the right direction, but more needs to be done.
In this case, it's an insufficient victory because still the Cuban people need to apply for a visa to visit their own homeland, and this needs to be changed.
In the days leading up to Cuba's decision to eliminate the ban, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry had criticized the Cuban regulation and Carnival's refusal to allow Cuban-born people to book trips.
The United States government will never support, never condone discrimination. And the Cuban government should not be should not have the right to enforce on us a policy of discrimination against people who have a right to travel.
The Cuban government said it's also planning to loosen restrictions that currently ban Cubans from boarding recreational vessels such as fishing boats and yachts. These maritime disputes are evidence of how much work is still ahead in normalizing relations between two old foes. Nitza, Soledad, Perez, CCTV, Miami.